bro rolls up to the Theology on
Mm-hmm.
Tap and he's wearing his best chinos.
Oh, and he's got the little hat on. You know what I'm
He's got
talking
his
about?
nicest button up on. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, he is so ready, and he is
Standing with his
talking,
hands in his pockets.
and he's standing there next to two people having a conversation, trying to talk to the girl. It sucks. It sucks to watch, but he has to do it. He must
He
be.
has to
He
do it.
must. You have to be awkward.
I know it hurts. I'm sorry. This is not your fault. All right, you came to the right place, you ding dong. It's called communication, baby.
Welcome to Dr. Ethan's Dating Corner, the only podcast guaranteed to generate offspring. It's your boy, Ethan.
And I'm Patrick. This is a special episode of The Crunch we release on Wednesdays where we answer your dating questions because you guys are down bad and you need Ethan's help. Luckily, Ethan has a PhD in dating, and he's a doctor of the mind and a surgeon of the heart, and he is here to answer your questions about dating. Ethan, we have... If you guys want to answer questions, ask questions, ask. If you have questions of your own that you need to ask Dr. Ethan, you can go to bit.ly/crunchdiscord and you can send your questions into the Discord. We will answer them likely within the next week because we usually get enough to fill up the episode every week. So go to bit.ly/crunchdiscord to ask your question today. You'll probably get an answer quicker than you think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, question.
Yes.
This is Claire, so it is a lady. She's 25. I have always been of the mindset that one should have a group of close friends of their own gender before seriously dating. However, I recently ended pretty much all of my local friendships due to a very good reason. Girl dish, what happened?
You got
What
to
do
tell
you
us
think,
the
Ken?
story.
You got to tell us what happened. This isn't a case where I'm lacking the skills to make friends. I have 5 very close friends I've known for over 7 years. We all just live in different cities now. My question is, should I focus more on building new female friendships before I try to actively put myself out there for a fella? I'm in grad school and working, so I don't have a lot of time. I can only do one or the other. Kind of hard to half-ass both, right? Part of this worry is the young adult Catholic group I was a part of had a very weird we're all like siblings vibe. And there we go, that's what it is. And got weird reactions when I mentioned to some of my girlfriends I had romantic interest in some of the guys.
Oh, how dare you, a
It's
young
unhealthy.
woman, have romantic attractions to other young men that you're in a friend group with?
Weird.
Weirdo.
There must be something broken in you. That hurt my friendships and the relationship potential is one of the primary reasons I stopped being friends with these people. It's also making me anxious about trying out other young adult groups in the area. I understand. That makes sense.
First of all, check yourself into an insane asylum because you are crazy for liking people and you're crazy for thinking that your friends are weird. So now that you've checked yourself in to the ward, here's the rest of my advice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that it matters if you have a friend group or not. You don't need. That seems to me like something you made up about your life. Oh, I can't date until I have a solid group of same gendered friends. Is it what? Show me where that is in the book.
This is
Audio
Dr.
listeners,
Ethan's guide
I'm holding up a Bible. Sure, Jesus did form a group of same-gendered friends before he went and wed his bride, the church. But I'm not saying that you have to do... Nobody says that.
You're not Jesus.
You're not Jesus, so you don't have to do everything the way that he did it.
Yeah.
I think that you should date people if you want to date them. And I think you should actually confront these weird Mormon people that you know.
Yeah.
That are like, we're all brothers and sisters. Because to me, that either means that they're all doing stuff on the side and they don't want to involve you. You know, it's like, oh, we're all like family here. And they're all just, intermingling. Or they just genuinely are like asexual creatures, which is just like, that's a whole other issue. You don't want to be around it, but you also want people to like, hey, why are you afraid of that guy? He's not going to hurt
Yeah.
you. Like, why is it bad to have romantic feelings? We're young adults.
I will say,
Strange.
I know we're supposed to assume. I'm going to assume the worst real quick.
Yes.
Do you mind if I
yes.
assume the
Yes.
worst real
Yes.
quick?
Yes.
I
Do it.
don't believe that for a second. That
Believe
people
what?
are like that these friends are like, oh, we're all brothers and sisters, and so they're being weird. The girls are being weird because you like a guy, and they don't like any of the guys. I think they were being weird because they liked the guy you were talking about. I think that's what
Oh.
I think
Wow.
whether they were conscious of this or not, I think that those girls liked the guy that you were talking about, or at least they liked the attention that he gave them. And so you saying that you wanted to formalize your relationship in that he is now presumably
They
only
saw
going
you
to be
as a
giving you
threat.
attention. They saw you as a threat, and that meant that they were not
Whoa.
going to get as much attention from the boys anymore. I do not believe that people are principled. I believe they are self-interested. This is the key.
Everyone except us.
No,
We are
I am
principled.
insanely self-interested. Are you
No,
kidding me?
that's not true.
Yes. Oh, I am the chief among sinners. I'm the best at
I think you're absolutely right. I think it's just a classic case of girl on girl crime.
it. It accounts for 86% of the crime.
It does. I think. Oh man. So yeah. So what I would do, if I was you, and I'm not you, but if I was you, I would march back into that dang young adult group, and I would walk up to the boy that you like. I would plant one right on his damn lips. It would just shatter the whole thing.
This actually is a great solution to most of your problems. Is you can solve a lot of problems by just planting a big an unforeseen sloppy wet one
Yes.
on a guy.
How about this? Loose lips sink ships.
Tight lips raise ships. That's the key. Girls are always like, "Oh, how do I know if he likes me?" Kiss him. What does he do? That's a really easy way to figure it out.
It's kind of just like using just the sheer power of femininity. Just like brute force your way to an answer.
It's a very masculine way to use femininity, if you'll pardon that. It's like just plant a big wet one on his lips, and he'll tell you. He'll
Publicly.
be like, "Whoa,
Hold
I
on.
liked that, but I wasn't prepared."
Yeah. No, I think you go back to this group, you drop the question on the guy, like, hey, I haven't been around lately. It's because all these people are weird asexual Mormons. But I think that you and me should go out and get a milkshake sometime. What do you think? And then if he says yes, then it's like, all right, who cares what those other ladies think? Who cares what everyone else? Who cares what? Oh, we're just like family. Who cares? If you go on a date, have fun.
Come on.
If that's too much for you, I would not be discouraged. I don't think every young adult group is like this. In fact, I would say most young adult groups, everyone kind of knows we're all here to find someone to plant one on. That's just kind of the vibe I get. But don't be afraid. I don't think you've done anything wrong here.
No, you're doing great. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Don't feel like don't be a noble obstacle maker. You obviously want to go find a beau.
Mm-hmm.
Go tie one up. Take them,
Yep.
rope them up, take them home.
Hog tie that fella.
Hog tie that fella.
Put some lipstick on that hog. Give him a big old mwah.
Honestly, that's the new advice. That's the new response to when girls ask us, how do we know if a guy likes it? Guys, that is not the answer to how
That
do
is
I know
not
if a
the
girl likes
gentlemen.
me. That
please.
is not the answer. This does not. I am formally instituting a double standard here.
Yes.
Formal double standard. It's not. Don't do it. Anyway, all right.
Please no. Carry on.
Someone writes in, guys, I followed your advice. I'm now in jail. All 34 counts.
Yeah. I hogtied 34 men.
All right, this one is entitled Infatuation with a Man. So
Infatuation Station.
And hopefully this is a woman. Several years ago, I was good friends with a man. It's your first mistake. We ended up talking on social media. Later, he invited me to mass. We ended up doing a 33 consecration to Mary together.
Oh,
And we also did a 54-day rosary novena together.
moving a little fast, aren't we?
I know. That's a lot of time spent.
Yeah. Yes.
How many? That's 3 months of dedicated prayer
Just
with
daily
one another.
prayer together. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Sheesh.
We got very close and confided in each other about our lives. However, even though I made it very clear I was interested in him, due to the situation in his life, he was sick. He wasn't ready for a relationship.
What do you have?
Ultimately, I know, right?
Mono?
Under the advice of my spiritual director, he told me to stop praying the 54-day rosary novena with him, and that ended our relationship. However, in my community, we see each other often, and we chat here and there when we see each other. However, because I actually still have feelings for him, I can't speak when I see him. I compare him to all those other men I try to date, especially because I see how holy and devout he is. I get jealous when I see he's with other women. I think, why is he ready for a relationship with them, but not with me? Oh, girl. Oh, man. That sucks. Yeah, you're right to ask that question. It should help you come to a conclusion that you're just not coming to the conclusion of, and I walk you through it. My friends continuously tell me that he's almost 40 years old and unable to commit to a woman.
Oh, whoa. That was like an airstrike. I was not expecting that. Woo-hoo-hoo.
This man is half dead and he's just flirting with women. Sorry, that was a really big thing to say.
This man
I shouldn't have said
spent
that.
This man spent 54 of his last days praying a rosary novena with this girl, this young woman.
I cannot
my
stop
gosh.
idolizing him. He's very handsome and holy. It makes it hard to get over him, especially because of the intimate details I know about his life.
Yeah.
Basic advice I would like from this is, how do I get over him and stop comparing him to all these other men?
He's 40.
Someone commented, holy and devout men don't lead women on. So
Yes.
he's really good at pretending, I would assume.
Yeah. He's probably using hair color. De-age himself.
He's a bottle black. That's what we call it.
is.
Black hair, bottled.
Dude. This is wild.
That hit me out of nowhere too.
That was crazy.
I didn't read that ahead of time. That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
so old to be doing this.
How old is the girl?
I don't
Does it say?
know. She says she's younger, so she must. I'm gonna put her in her mid-30s.
Okay. I was going to say
But-
late 20s, early 30s. But yeah. This is crazy to me because it sounds like, how does a 40-year-old, how are you guys seeing each other every day? Are you just doing this over the phone, I guess?
Yeah. Do you guys have jobs? I'm assuming
What is
you have
happening?
jobs.
You did a 33-day consecration, a 54-day rosary novena. You aren't at college together, and are you just doing this over the phone every night? I guess, but
Must be.
that's just a lot. I just have some questions about the logistics, but
Oh no. Oh
what?
no.
What?
This is a Reddit post, and so I looked at her old post. She's 26.
Oh man. How can you be 26 and think that someone who's 40 is handsome? How is that possible? I mean, I get that Leonardo DiCaprio, has some type of lure to women that are, barely out of the womb. I get that.
Sure.
But if you're not a predator, what do you have to offer these women?
When he was her age, so she is our age. So
Yeah.
first of all, she's our age.
Yeah.
So like, could you imagine dating a 40-year-old woman
No.
outside of the fact that obviously you're married, right? So when he was her age, she
Yeah.
was 12 years old.
Yes. So 12-year-old now.
So imagine
to me.
being 27 and the person that you're doing a 54-day rosary novena with hasn't started middle school yet. The girl that you're gonna do a 54-day rosary novena with is watching Skibbity Toilet season 22 right before pre-algebra.
Yeah. She's at an orthodontist appointment playing the Xbox in the lobby.
Bro, what are you doing?
Oh,
Here's the thing.
this is not good. She's
Perhaps
getting
he's
her
a
first training bra at the store.
Oh my gosh.
Bad. This is not good.
Dude. I feel sad and I feel bad and I don't
Yeah.
like
You feel sad.
I
and
don't
bad.
like that. Oh my gosh, man, she appears to be very mentally ill. Pray for this woman. She seems to be severely depressed.
Yeah.
You unfortunately have fallen into a situation where you're codependent. You're looking for someone to give you something that only the Lord can give you. And so I beg you, please. You're young. You have so much time ahead of you. You're our age. There's so much time. You have 14 years until you're this guy's age. You have so much time to figure things out. Like if you're one time my mom said everyone in their early 20s is depressed. And I was like, wow, Mom, that's really helpful. Like you're going through changes, your body's changing. It's like don't assume that these feelings you're feeling are going to be forever. They go away, and don't catastrophize it. Man, I feel so bad. He doesn't like you. He was
I was
using
in
you.
this. I was the 40-year-old in this situation once,
Oh,
albeit
sad.
with a much smaller age gap.
Hopefully.
There was a time I was in high school, and I met this girl at a Steubenville conference, and she decided that we were best friends because I sat with her on a very short bus ride.
Yes.
Which was a mistake on my part. I should not have sat here. And it really was not it was just a genuine, I need somewhere
Yes.
to sit. Oh, Ethan, come sit with me. Sure. I just sat down, whatever. I wasn't really thinking about it too hard, And from then on, it was we were best friends at the conference. She was always trying to give me a hug and hang out with me. And then when you leave, she gets my phone number somehow. And then it's every day with the texting. Hey, what's up? Do you remember this? Do you want to pray this thing? Do you want to do this thing? And it's even worse when it's all mixed up in the religion.
In the
Because
spiritual life,
now, because now it's she associates this positive, similar with this person, they have this positive spiritual experience of the Rosary Novena and the consecration of Mary, which is all great. But it's it's all wrapped up in I just happened to do this with this guy at this time. And he probably thought, because he's 40, he probably thought nothing of it. He probably thought oh, here's this girl, she's nice. Maybe we'll do this together. It sucks that he did that.
Bro.
You think he just took advantage of her?
I think he should have been a little more. I think he lacks prudence. If not,
That's
if
what
he
I
doesn't have-
mean. It's he probably was just I need to pray this, and here's this person. He probably didn't think too deeply about it. You know
No,
what I mean?
I'm
not saying
saying
that's right of him.
They were talking on social media. He invited her to mass with him.
Yeah, that's true. Did
If
you
you're
want to sleep with a 26-year-old? Is that what's happening here? And then you realize that she was a little bit crazy, and sorry, I maybe put that the wrong way. You realize that she was a little bit off, had some things going on, and then you had already committed to a multi-week prayer with her, so you had to finish it out,
and
then you used your spiritual director to get out of it. I don't know. I don't like this guy.
I don't know. I don't know if he's doing things maliciously. Very clearly, he's not. He didn't follow.
He's
through
either
with it,
dumb
right?
or malicious.
He kind of started avoiding her, but I think he's malformed because there's no way that you get to 40 years old without being able to have the introspection of I should not be DMing a 26-year-old girl this much.
Yes.
That you should be able to
He probably was enjoying the attention he was getting and didn't realize the extent to which it had an impact on this young girl.
I feel weird when people under the age of 18 DM our Crunch account. I'm like, please don't talk to me. I'm an adult. Thank you.
The only people that DM
Talk to
me
your
on my
parents.
personal account are my wife and my brothers. Sometimes
What about
John
me?
Donahue. You never DM me on my personal. Don't do it now. We're in the middle of a show. We're in the middle of a program.
I'm texting you a swear word.
Okay. Which one?
I don't know. Your pick. You
Spin
get
the
to
wheel.
choose. Tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, that's an odd one. Gosh.
Sorry, man. That was
Yeah, that guy is that guy maybe needs some help. I think they both need help in different ways. For
yes.
sure. It's no one's the guy is more at fault here, but I think he might just be dumb. Which is
he's more at
inexcusable.
fault. He's more at fault because he's a grown man.
Because he's 40. Because he has a maturing. His Roth IRA matures in like a year and a half.
You shouldn't. If you're 40 years old, you should not be bearing your soul to a 26-year-old.
Oh, I forgot about that. They shared intimate details.
Like you're talking about the bus ride. And I know what you mean. It's like the young girl is like really into the older guy, and it's like
Yeah.
that happens because not because you're attractive, but because you're older, and it's like
Shut up.
this makes me uncomfortable.
I was a really hot high schooler.
I'm not giving this to you. I've seen you. You've
No.
seen me.
Hold.
You know.
Whoa. You've seen
Don't hate
me.
because I'm Catholic.
Yeah,
I've
I was
seen
a
that
good
picture.
looking. I was a
Yes,
good
you were-
looking, well dressed,
You were
well
a
mannered.
You were a handsome young man.
Yes.
We all know this.
Say it. I was a hot, cute, sexy high schooler.
I need you to hear me when I say this.
Yeah.
No.
Fair.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
But-
Based and morality pilled.
Anyway. Virtus pilled. That's what we are here.
Virtus pilled.
pilled.
Oh, that's so funny.
But yeah, it's like you should not. It's like there as I was a youth minister, and as
Yes.
a youth minister, you become a confidant for people, and sometimes those people are younger women, and you need to
Mhm.
understand that that confidancy goes one way, like they share with you, and you
Mhm.
listen,
And
you
the
might
door is
respond.
open.
Yes, and the door is open. In fact, it might not even be. It's not in your office. It's like in a big gym where there's a bunch of people around. Like that's
A
where this
public
happens.
place.
Not in
Yes.
DMs,
Mhm.
and it doesn't get too in depth. And if it starts to get too crazy, you bring in their parents. Right? It's like you don't, and then you don't share your problems. You know, it's just not. It's not right. And so like I take that approach when I'm talking to people in my capacity as the crunch because that just makes sense. I just expect other people to do the same. I don't
Mhm.
think it's a high standard. It's like if a young woman comes to you and is bearing her soul to you in the DMs, there's really nothing you can do about that except listen and respond in a way that is appropriate. But like, don't bear yourself. Come on, man. Anyway,
Yeah. Man.
grow up,
40.
man. You're 40 years
is
old,
Crazy.
dude. Anyway, all right.
Imagine
last
being 40.
question.
Wow.
Ugh, couldn't be me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be dead before I'm 40. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna be 40 in like 13 years. That's crazy. I will say the distance when I did the math, the distance between 26 and 40 was not as distant as I wanted it to be.
Nope.
I wanted it to be much further.
Further. Did you know that I turned 28 in 20 days?
Yes, I did know that.
That's frightening.
I like our relationship because I can see the danger before it hits me. You know, it's like you turn 28. I go, oh no, I'm turning 28 soon. Oh, this is awful. I'm just kidding.
You see the danger in me. You're saying
Yeah.
I'm a dangerous man
Yes,
With
with
nothing
some
to
money in your
lose.
pocket.
on
Okay.
the edge.
Yeah.
That's
Last
fair.
question.
Yep.
Hi,
Hey.
I have a theoretical situation for you. Definitely not theoretical, obviously.
Totally.
I, a 19-year-old female, just finished my freshman year at college and met a guy, a 19-year-old man, at the Newman Center through a friend. The three of us, me, the friend, and the guy, got close over the years. And my friend high-key ships me and the guy. They high-key ship each other.
Okay.
As far as I know, she's only talked to me about him and not to him about me. At first, I brushed her off, but the more I got to know him, I am now very interested. The problem is, I can't tell if the guy likes me. Plant a kiss on
Refer
him.
back to question
Refer
one.
back to earlier in this episode. Come on, it's like
Yes.
you're not even listening. He's super sweet and respectful and funny. I feel like we get along very well. We're able to joke with each other, but he's super nice and respectful. So maybe he's just being nice and respectful. We're both single and made a joke around Valentine's Day about us being in the Broken Hearts Club. He likes you, obviously. All right. I started a snap streak with him. Yeah, I know. What a childish thing to do. 19. At that time, he didn't really show interest, as in he didn't keep the streak, but he started snapping me. We're both super active in the Newman Center, thus we see each other a lot. My friend thinks I should just shoot my shot, but he's a great guy. I love being friends with him, so I don't want things to be awkward when I see him multiple times a week when school starts back up. After many failed talking stages and no real relationships, I'm tired of screwing things up and I want something to work out for once. Please help. It is funny to hear 19-year-olds go like, I've tried everything.
I know. I was like,
it's over for me. I've had so many failed
it's
relationships.
so funny to hear a 19-year-old be like, I just want something to work out for once. It's like, what do you mean? You don't. I'm saying that now. I've been trying things for 10 years. It's like, please, could something just work out for once?
Do you know how long we've done this stupid podcast?
This stupid friggin' show, trying to make any money at all.
Oh, man.
Here's the thing. You can go to him and you can ask the magic question. You can say, are you going to ask me on a date or should I just move on? That's a classic line that you can deploy at any moment. That's your ult that you can use. You can be more direct. You can just say, hey, I really like you. I think we should date. You know, I think there's lots of ways to go about this. But the line is a good way to do it. And the summer's a good time. And it's the beginning of the summer. Because if you say something now and he says no, by the time the summer's over, it'll feel like a distant memory. Because again, you're 19 and the summer will consist of about a quarter of your life up until this point. So
it's going to feel so far.
I know you're afraid that it'll be awkward and weird. I listen to me.
It's already awkward and weird.
Listen to me in all charity, okay? Being a young adult and being single and desiring to date is awkward and weird.
Yes.
This is what it feels like to try and find someone that you want to date and therefore marry when you are in your late teens and early 20s. It feels awkward and weird. So if you don't,
awkward and weird from the outside.
yes. So get used to it.
When bro rolls up to the Theology on tap and he's wearing his best chinos.
Oh, and he's got the little hat on. You know what I'm talking
Got his
about.
nicest button up on. Oh
Yes.
my gosh, he is so ready, and he is
Standing with his
talking,
hands in his pockets.
and he's standing there next to two people having a conversation, trying to talk to the girl. It sucks. It sucks to watch, but he has to do it. He has to do it. You have to be awkward, because otherwise, it's like it's funny. I keep bringing it back to sales. If you ever heard someone who's starting a business at a networking event, it's a lot like people at networking events. A lot like dating. You can tell who really wants to sell people on something. They just keep bringing up their thing, and it's like it's awkward, but he's got to do it because he's got to make that money. All right, you got to be awkward because you got to find that husband, and don't be ashamed because it's only a small portion of your life, and you forget about it. It's like it never happened. I don't even remember what it was like to be single.
Exactly.
You know?
If you're not okay with feeling awkward and weird, then maybe dating and marriage is not for you.
Go be a nun.
Go be a nun.
Never feel awkward or weird.
Right. I mean, it's crazy to me that people have this expectation that like, oh, I'm just going to get through my adolescence and early adult years, never, ever having an experience that's odd.
Yes.
I'm going to get out of this scot-free and it's going to be perfect. Shut up.
You're not allowed to do that.
No, it's just not real.
If you didn't go through an awkward phase, You would be cheating all of humanity out of a shared common experience. Who do you think you are? You
Right.
don't get a hall pass from being a dork. We all got to do it. It's part of the human experience. We must be dorks.
They're
And
still
then you
waiting for
become
Patrick to
cool.
bring his hall pass back.
Shut
He's
up.
been out. He's been out for a long time with his
Patrick
dork
has
hall
been
pass.
dorking it up in between classes. He's been.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for my Neville Longbottom glow up. Hasn't happened.
It'll come.
I've objectively gotten less attractive since high school. I was a hot. Say it.
No, I don't think I will.
No, I'm not gonna.
I like being outside of the jail, contrary to our 45th president, whatever he might want
And
to say.
47th and 46th.
True.
He was all three.
Yes. If you win a second term, are you still just the 45th president, or do they
Yes.
call it the 46th?
No. If
Okay.
you win a second term, you're like, if you win a second term in a row, you're
Yeah.
the same president.
Okay.
But then if you get a skip, like if someone
If it's
comes
a
in
break.
between you,
Yeah,
then
like Gerald
Grover
R.
Cleveland-
Ford
Grover
or
Cleveland.
Grover Cleveland.
Gerald R. Ford was the only president who was not elected.
That's what I meant to say.
Yes, he was the only president who was not elected. He
Yes.
was.
He's also the
became-
only president that was a F-150.
What happened with Gerald Ford? Like someone got assassinated, and then Nixon got
Assassinated.
impeached.
Character
So-
assassinated.
Yes, yes. And so he wasn't elected.
Yeah.
At all. Yeah.
JFK died. And
No.
he stepped up. Yes.
Nope. Johnson.
Who?
Lyndon LBJ.
Isn't that thing that they do, the plastic surgery?
BBL. BBL Drizzy.
LBJ Drizzy.
LBJ Drizzy.
I don't like it anymore. I'm going to be done.
All right.
Thank you guys for coming to our dating advice podcast called Dr. Ethan's Dating Corner. If you like this show and you want us to get the word out about dating and advice and the truth of the Catholic faith to as many people as possible, go to patreon.com/thecrunch. $10 a month and up. We're on the road to 200 patrons. We're at 121 as of this recording, May 30th. We're trying to get to 130 in a week. That's 9 more patrons. We got like 6 last week, so we get 9 this week. That would be amazing. 76 hours of bonus content there for you. That's just a lot. Like every time I say that, that's multiple days of just
That's crazy.
back-to-back
That's
bonus
too
content.
much, actually.
So if you've
should
got a
not
summer,
become a patron.
if
Don't
you got a
do
summer
it.
internship, if you got a summer job, if the commute is longer because of the traffic, maybe you're going on vacation. Maybe you are
Going to the
digging.
Eucharistic revival.
Maybe you're going to the Eucharistic revival. Maybe you're on pilgrimage. Maybe you're digging a tunnel between your house and your neighbor's house, and you're making it so the government can't find it, and you need a podcast to listen to while you do it. The bonus podcast is for you. Patreon.com/thecrunch. $10 a month and up, which is the cost of a cup of coffee per episode. It's like having coffee with us. That'll get you the bonus show. Road to 200 patrons. Thank you for listening to Dr. Ethan's Dating Corner. Patrick, do you have anything else for the people?
I was actually the 26-year-old the whole time. I was catfishing the 40-year-old man, and I got him.
And when I was a young high schooler, I was the 40-year-old man. So you weren't catfishing. You were being.
I was
a child
catfishing.
predator.
I was committing a crime. Actually.
You were the one
I
committing
tried-
the crime.
There's a funny situation where it's like two catfishes catfishing each other, like two catch a predator people catching each other.
Yes.
That's solid.
Thank you all for listening. Please pray for us. We'll be praying for you, and we will see you all next time. Bye.